what's your activity or what do you do now?
I'm a part-time English teacher. Actually, I work for an institution somewhere in Indonesia.
Okay. And what level do you teach an English in your institution?
I teach mostly teenagers and young adults, employees, sometimes, and all levels actually.
Really?
I stop teaching children because they need me more on teaching adults than children.
So,
Because-
excuse me, until advanced level.
yes,
Okay. And
we call it higher intermediate actually. Advanced.
and are you enjoy?
Yeah, of course, I've been doing this since year 2000,
2000?
almost 20 years.
Wow. So, okay. What is your motivation to be an English teacher?
Motivations. I love meeting people. I love helping them. My motivation is, what is it then? Just to help people, just to help building this nation. Because we need people who can speak English, especially the teenagers. So one day, when they graduate from their school, they get a better living, they can go abroad, and then later on, they will build this nation. Nations. We need people with good English communication skills because it's a universal language.
And may I know your educational background?
You'll be surprised because I'm not from education field.
Really?
Yes, my real education background is law.
Law?
Yes.
From
From
the city or not?
Yeah, from the city. Yeah, I think the campus is not far from here. Yes. Yes.
From
One of the biggest
The
state
big-
university.
the famous graduate in
Supposed to be 1994. Yeah. Around 1994 actually. Yeah.
but okay, beside the law, have you studied an English course before?
Yes, I've ever joined an English course when I was in a freshman year. I finished my English course sophomore year, second years in college in university.
Okay, until finish. That's great. And is it? I apologize if my question is not polite. Is it worth it to be an English teacher as an economically? Because there are some people which underestimate this profession. Could you explain concerning this opinion?
Yeah, people opinion that even when I joined the training, they said that teaching job is the lowest when it comes to payment. Yeah, the lowest profession when it comes to payment. There is a saying said that teaching job is the lowest when it comes to income, but I think it depends on the person itself. It's a skill, and not everybody can teach English. And if it is a profession, then you should be professional when you work as a teacher. So the money will come depends on the situations, and then it's still possible to get high payment if you teach professionally. Yeah, still, but in such pandemic situation like this, we need more than just teaching skills, but also maybe technology, etc. The demand is you have to teach online. Not everybody is able to teach online. There's so many hinder, not hinder, disadvantages when it's online, because you cannot do the interaction that way like you teach offline. So it's a challenge actually.
But there are a lot of competitors.
Yeah, not to mention a lot of competitors, younger teachers,
Yes.
which master the the technology, or we
Yes.
call it technology
Yes,
savvy.
exactly.
A few years before the pandemic, and they demanded to also make an adjustment to the modern teaching methods.
Yes.
Use the technology.
Yeah.
We teach using the iTools, etc., using the computer, sometimes go online.
Yes.
And now later on,
And free.
yeah,
And free.
yeah,
Yeah. If online, you just the student just.
depends on the institution. Sometimes they provide internet connection, so we just apply it in the classroom. It happens all the time. I mean, not just in my institution. Other language courses apply the same thing also. They provide internet connections because situation. I mean, people goes online, everything rely on the internet. Even my students, they use their gadget, their smartphone, in order to cope with the lessons in the class, things like that. So you don't change the way if you don't update yourself as a teacher and adjust to the modern methods, modern technology, you'll be doomed. And especially at my age, I'm not young anymore, but I have to be willing to improve myself, to update myself with technology and teaching. I don't have any choice because I have to compete with younger teachers. Can you make money? Depends, I think, again. Yeah. But there is a tendency. People tend to study online and they leave the courses that still use the old method. They don't want to adapt using online teaching. And then also the marketing should be aggressive in promoting the courses. Otherwise, it will be done. I received a complaint actually I received a comment from my fellow teachers that they have to do it, otherwise they will put into a box and the institution will not use them anymore, or maybe the school sometimes.
So, do you do the activity by online also?
I did, and we got training to do teaching online. But one thing for sure, teaching job doesn't know the age. I mean, you can still teach English even though you're old. As long as you get this, you have the skill, you update to the methods, and then you have strength as well because you're getting old. You need energy to do that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so you can still teaching until old age. It doesn't matter how old you are. But sometimes teachers retire because they feel tired actually in teaching. That's the thing of becoming a teacher in general, yeah.
So they don't depend on the institution.
They don't depend on the institution. Once they become professional,
They are free
yeah, they're free to join any.
as a financial.
Yeah, I mean they can join any courses they like if they have the skills, and then they apply. But nowadays, I think there's a tendency from the institution to hire younger teachers. But they can open their own language course, language school, or maybe teaching private class
Or they make the course by
themselves.
yeah,
maybe,
by themselves.
Semi-private or private.
Uh-huh.
So that's the the source of their income nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah. And some of my friends they do that, but I'm not the kind who like to teach I felt, because I think when you teach English, you need your students to be interactive in the class with their friends, because they help each other to develop their skills. That's what I do. Minimum, maybe you must have 4 or 5 students study together. Then you just only have 1 student, except the student already have basic skills, and maybe he or she wants to study abroad, need to develop the writing skills, and teach them writing. Yeah, because when we teach the higher intermediate or advanced level, they have to write a final assignment of essay, and they will consult the essay one by one in person, and I will, let's say, teach them, review what they have learned, and then also I would say exercise their logic, and then what is it? The writing itself, and the content itself. By questioning them and ask them the reason why you read this, why do you say this, instead of just asking them about the structure of the grammar. Because when you write, you need to be precise. You need to have good grammar. When you go to college, your school will expect you to write in a proper manner. So that's what we did. It's writing, especially for those who want to study abroad. That's what I believe. That's why, if it is writing in person, fine. But not for communication, like conversation, etc. You need a partner, not your teacher.
And is there any impact regarding the pandemic? I mean, any decreasing the amount of students?
Of course, yes. And, we undergo such situation actually, yeah. But depends on your reputation as a school. If people trust your institution to be the best, or one of the best, so they will still apply. They know that the consequence they have to study online. There is a decreasing, of course, but in my place, not really significant, and not really, what is it, low as we think before. There are also demand. They still need to study, especially for particular subject in a particular courses, like TOEFL preparation maybe, or maybe even IELTS. They still enroll and stuff.
So until when are the online activity?
We don't know for sure. Depends on the government. So, but we have to apply the regulations in our institution as well. So teacher and students, they teach online outside the institution, in their home. So that's what my friends actually do that. But sometimes if we cannot find a quiet place, we can go to the institution and then ask to teach in the classroom without students because they're all at home.
And the last question, what are your suggestions for the next generation or young people if they want to be a teacher or a lecturer or something like that?
You have to love your students. You have to love, that's the most important thing.
What does it mean, love the student?
You must love your students. You must love to help others. That's the most important thing. You can feel the empathy, their problems, without having to get involved your feeling with them. But you should be ready to help other people. So that's the most important thing, I think. You teach with your heart, not just with your skills or with your knowledge, but with the most important thing.
Not only for the money, of course.
Not only for the money. So that's why a teaching job is a call. It's a call for a person, whether this person wants to help other people or to do something good. I think about money, it depends. If you're skillful enough, people will search for you and then ask you to join the institution. That's what I did before. I mean, I did start in the one place. Yeah, sometimes two places, three places.
Before pandemic.
Before the pandemic, and even they still ask me, can I ask my daughter? But as I told you before, it's not a matter of money. I mean, sometimes in my consideration, okay, what skill? Is it conversation? Or if they ask me, you have to teach, you better join a language course, right? Because your kid needs interaction with others to improve his or her skills. So I don't want to cheat. That's the most important thing, yeah. And then when you want to become a teacher, you must spend more than your time in teaching, maybe outside the class. In school also like that. When we have a teacher, sometimes we interact with the teacher outside the class. Yeah. But that's what you should do. So there's so many things to be sacrificed. I don't think so. Depends again. Be professional, punctual, always on time, and then keep your promise to your student. That's the most important. And teach with your heart, not just with your skill, and then without having a heart to teach your students. That's why I told. I said that you have to love. You must love your students and know their needs. Doesn't mean love.
Love means that you know the needs.
The needs.
Yeah.
You care about them, about the student, about their future. Sometimes, even though you're just a part-time teacher in a language course, people will demand you more than that. Sometimes I complain. Don't they think that you are their child's babysitter, etc. So, but that's the consequence.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you have to settle a quarrel between students, or you don't know, but you never know what happened. Even though you teach as a part-time job, maybe on the side, like in the course, etc. But you will be involved with human relations.
One more thing. What's your achievement as a whole to be a teacher?
This is funny. 4 years ago, I helped my friends, sworn translator actually, and also my sideline job. So I do translation with her. She's a lawyer actually. And for my surprise, I get my ex-student back to year 2000 who worked for my friend. So he greeted me. Mr. Marus, do you still remember me? Yes. We used to teach at this place. I was your student. My name is, oh yeah, I remember you. And we become colleagues. Because he's a lawyer, but I'm a translator, so. And when I noticed his English is also good, so that means he developed his skill after he finished his study. That makes you happy. Or sometimes you go to mall, then your ex-student scream, Mr. Marus, etc. And then they go and then salim and then kiss your hand. Yes, I was your student. Oh, look at me. I will join the courses just like you to become an English teacher. Oh, really? That's a surprising job. I mean, achievement, I think.
As an economically?
Economically.
I mean, you buy something.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe because before I worked as a teacher, I took several jobs before, I mean, before I became a teacher, I worked as
can buy a home or a
even
land
tour
or
guide, etc. So, I
vehicle.
mean, you can do anything as a sideline job if you have the skills. So, when the first time I was hired by the institution, our branch manager said, he read my resume, wow, we need this because we don't need a fresh graduate or someone graduate from education department without experience because that can be learned by joining training, etc. But the basic, the previous knowledge will help you more, will help the teacher more when this teacher wants to teach in the classroom. So he or she can sense the student needs, especially when you teach grown-ups. It's not that easy. Yeah. If it is children, it will be easier because they're still young. They learn fast. Their learning capacity is very huge. But after you reach 16 years old or something, it will be difficult to focus, concentrate. So when I do my discussion on the final assignment, I told my student, okay, be focused. I will not tolerate if you do the other things while do this discussion on your. So make sure you don't have any school activity, so you have time to focus to do this. And last time I survived, so I think I will survive also. It's been how many months? Yes, 6 months, and maybe until December. I don't know. Maybe until next year we have to teach online.
I think that's all. Thank you very much for the time. And bye.